is North Carolina 2010. While shooting swamp loggers, John Deans, working for Corporate Timber Company, is called to help Bobby Goodson. The ground is very wet, and hence the episode Rainy Days, and they look for some sand piles from the 1950s dredging. John, Bobby, and a cameraman go in a blue pickup. As they look at the sand dune, two figures appear between them briefly. Corey found this. None of the three noticed anything. They look at the sand pile. Bobby gets an excavator and delivers the sand to the job site. While there, John Deans finds something he can't explain. He called it a nest, the largest poop piles he'd ever seen. Poop completely circling the nest. Additionally, branches encircle the site, but that was not noticed that day. JD felt it weird enough to take some pictures. Thank goodness. We will discuss why and how we think this happened and what's the significance of the structure. This has been seen before. So first, let's give you some background. There are two types of gorilla nests, longer term and structure, and daily nests. And there's always some correlation between gorilla. So here's a structured nest that's up in a tree, and here's a daily nest that's on the ground. What will typically happen is the ground ones are only used for one day, and they're defecated in and then left and then abandoned. Here's a researcher. You can go on safaris and do this. Here's Dr. Schuyler going through a gorilla nest. Here they're finding one of the sticks that go around it. See a stick there to the left. It's lined with leaves on the bottom. Here, a mother will keep her children basically inside that nest. This is a nest that's in the tree. Here's a gorilla up in the tree in the nest. Here's a gorilla. Here's another gorilla that's off to the side that's hiding. If you feel like you're being watched, you probably are. That's what a lot of people say. Now, Bigfoot nests. There are a lot of potential Bigfoot nests. We'll show you one. Here's the BFRO Marble Mountain structure. Okay. Teenager here is going into it.
It's a clearing. It's all kind of crushed down.
Timber Giant is finding one there. Here's another one. Here's one by Kathy Strain. She's a notable researcher. And there's padding on the inside of that. Here's one that is found in northern Arizona, the Mogollon Monster. It's a structured nest. I think it was inside. Some Bigfoot fingers were found nearby. This was Project 2001, Project Bigfoot. They think they found a nest that was up in a tree. And here's another structured one, which is with Chris Allen in Pennsylvania, another researcher here. And inside, matted leaves. And nearby, Chris clowns with some Bigfoot scat. All right, and then this 15541 is a very important sighting. I came across this two possible windfall trees forming a den. And basically what this one says is that they found large piles of scat all the way around it, and they found trees that had been fresh branch that had been snapped and also appeared to gate this thing. The dog seemed nervous. Anyways, and they also found a 12 to 14 inch footprint inside of it. This is almost the same as what you're going to see in the swamp logger's nest. So this is pretty cool. Okay. What you're going to see here is a couple of pictures. There's a depression here, and we'll outline it because it may not come across that well. It's right there, and that's goes down, and there's another from a side angle. And this kind of shows the entire thing. There's a kind of an old tree. There's a nest, a depression lined with matted leaves, very similar. And it's been cleared, and it looked like it had been laid down and pressed, those leaves. The sticks were surrounded the net, and feces also surrounded the nest. So here's the sticks that are going around, and they're pretty much circumvent. I think they circumnavigate the entire thing. You can see that where the one picks up, the other one goes, all the way around. And feces put everywhere. You'll notice there's a little stick right here. That stick has been placed in that spot. It goes all the way around. Then there's also kind of one stick that's kind of leaned up against the tree. Another one goes around. So there's extensive stick structures. There's almost a single exit, almost a doorway going out of it. So it comes out here, and you can see the camera moves across, and you can see how it goes over there. Okay, and then kind of focuses this way. Although there may be a stick there that's just bent kind of up there, and so maybe it's nothing, and it's a complete circle. Um, is it Bigfoot feces? Well, we believe this is a nice fresh BF dump. We saw this in the video yesterday, and we'll see if it compares. You see the size, it's fairly big. This is a very large dump, and it's kind of been spread out all the way around. So we would say that this is very consistent. So yes, we would say that it's Sasquatch poop. Okay. Conclusions. There are likely very young Sasquatch born recently, and the one that's shown in the video on the back of the baby, of the mother. We are lucky that John and Bobby surprised them and then photographed it by accident. We're lucky that they photographed this site as well. This may be a crib. Sticks with poop are the barriers. This may work on a human children as well. I don't know who will ever try it, but this is a very, very deliberate, and no other forest animal would do this. It's likely has been part of the understanding of Sasquatch and rearing of its children. Why? Little Sasquatches are fast, and a few encounters have been shown that the old Sasquatch could not catch them. Young may need to be trained. The BFRO has an encounter where a couple found a structure in British Columbia while they're standing on top. Something massive inside started lifting the logs. When they returned, it was destroyed. So we're kind of lucky in this case here. It is likely that there are three types of Bigfoot structures. There's structured or winter structures. There's regional, local foraging. Maybe this is what that is. Or there's a possible third, cribs or infant care. Sasquatch scat lightly varies with diet and almost always is mistaken for bear. Thank you very much for watching.